Greetings and salutations. My name is Skipper the 14th, and welcome back to another episode of the Test of Time series. In the last episode, we began England's journey through the Test of Time series here in Civilization 3, and we made our first mark on the world by chariot rushing our one and only neighbor on this continent, Brennus of the Celts, and just straight wiping him off the map because we want all this land for ourselves. And honestly, our goal is to uh, basically own a majority of the land on this map. Anyway, so without further ado, let us might want to start investing in some infrastructure back home, so to speak. That way, we will be able to better support our growing colonial empire. That's two workers, a settler, and a horseman. Heck. Right. I think now that well, so now that the war is over, we should transition to Republic. But I think we should probably fill out the continent that. That way, we're not waiting on the end of the anarchy to, fill in all the gaps in our turf. We should probably also wait until the pyramids are building. That way, we don't lose them by virtue of being an anarchy. Just plant first. Captured workers build the pyramids at half the speed of workers you build from your own cities. So, workers of your own culture, technically. I believe it's half the speed. Could be a different percentage. Berwick. Oh no. Yeah. Probably just like a boat auto exploring. Let's see. Um. I want to go from here. I want to go for astronomy and get some better boats going. Why don't we go for astronomy first? Get better boats, caravels, bigger transport capacity, and can move over sea tiles without sinking. Then we'll get some knights, maybe make out like a big knight army and wipe somebody out. Then I think we'll just beeline for magnetism, get to our unique unit, the Man of War. I don't believe I talked about this last episode, but this is England's unique unit. England is one of three civilizations in this mod that has a naval unique unit. In the base game, there's only two of them. But the Man of War replaces the frigate. It's, I believe, either it's stronger than the standard frigate. Yeah, 4 attack, 3 defense, 6 attack, 3 defense. Yeah, so the Man of War has higher attack, and it can enslave, meaning that if it defeats an enemy naval unit, it has a chance to sort of spawn another copy, like another Man of War, out of that unit. And we'll just scoop up the rest of the necessary units. There's a horseman. We're gonna. Horseman is to explore. I think some of our cities we can pivot away from settlers. There's only so much free land out there at the moment. We will eventually have to stop at settlers and start checking out military units to take over the land that has already been settled. This will be a somewhat contested piece of land. That's not too big a deal because we're going to be, starting wars anyway. Mumbles. What a name. Put another city right there to kind of put the squeeze on Lapur, culturally speaking. Yeah. Got the extra shields. Another game's terminology there. Yeah, you. Very. Build a harbor. You don't have any food otherwise. Worst comes to worst and we overproduce on settlers, we can just kind of put them back into this cities. Diggy if overestimate. Looks like we have the pyramid. By the fact that there's one turn left and nobody else has built it. So hopefully we will get it and not get sniped at the last possible minute. And there we go. Alright, that saves us from building temples in all of these cities. Nice. Savings. I would like to build a Grey Lighthouse, but I think I'll wait until after we've switched to Republic. We don't want the anarchy getting in the way. That's everybody who is working on the pyramids has to switch over, and that will probably cause a lot of wonders to go. We already saw, I think the Oracle got claimed in that little cascade. If we miss out on building any of the wonders we actually want, it's no big deal. We'll probably end up taking them ourselves anyway, as you can imagine. I think we're past the point where Goody Heads will actually give us anything, so and we're just gonna get like barb pops. We build a library here in London so we can get a little bit better tech. Slowly. And now we see all these cities pop their borders at the same time because they all got their temples at the same time. Finally finished your courthouse. Build a library. So it'll satisfying series of expansions. Ooh, I do not want building a Colosseum UI, I want building a courthouse. We have 3 settlers and 1 worker. Good enough. We'll send that guy over to the big continent. So far no one else has settled on. Work one of your lovely coastal tiles, good sir, so you can actually grow. Colossus would be nice, but as I think the lighthouse is probably like the only one I need by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, I think all we're getting from Goody Hats is barbs now, but whip out settler there. 1 or 2 more over here. About this last base. In fact, I might just have settlers this boat there. If all the the settlers moving towards the spots where we'll settle, I think now we can finally switch to 4 turns. That's actually pretty short. Yeah, just give them payment. Yeah, yeah. Please get back to normal. You start working on a harbor. Wait, what is still fine? 2 entertainers for the time being. Remember, once I switch into Republic to remove all those entertainers. Entertainers are really just kind of like your last resort. A citizen that is doing entertaining is not doing anything else. They are just eating food and giving your city 1 happiness. So they're not like paying themselves off. Public. Oh boy. Lot of unit costs. New York. Yeah, that means we've run out of cities in the city list now. It's like starting over from the beginning, adding new to everything. I don't know if Civ 1 or 2 do that because I haven't played them, but I know that in Civ 4, I don't know how Civ 4 does it. Civ 4 might have it so that when the city list runs out, it starts over and adds new to them. But I know in Civ 5 and 6, when you like run out of city names, like you settle more cities than your like predetermined Civ list has names, then it will start from a list of the first Civ in alphabetical order that is not in the game. So like normally the first Civ in alphabetical order is America. So if America were not in the game, then it would start with like you would like after you've run out of your own cities, you would start settling like Washington, then New York and stuff like that. So it would like pick someone who's not already in on the map. I don't know if that's how Civ 4 does it. I've never settled that many cities in Civ 4, nor have I like seen anyone settle that many cities in Civ 4. But it's how 5 and 6 do it, at least. Now we got 90 unit costs. Look at that. Lower the unit slider and bit get their control and a lot unit here. Okay, we are over our unit cap by about half. We're definitely going to have to disband mostly our chariots because we don't really need them anymore. So each one of these we disband will give us 2 gold per turn. Because each one costs 2 gold per turn in maintenance. Move them into cities before you disband them, because if you do, you get a little shield rebate. I think it's like a 5th of the total shield cost you get back. That's less than half. Pretty sure it's like 20%. So if like something should cost 5 shields, you would get 2 shields back. You get 6 shields back from those chariots, and I believe chariots cost 30 shields. Let's confirm that. 25 shields. Okay, so it's close to 50%. Maybe it's like a quarter. That'd make more sense. I'm gonna disband all these because not using them, and they're just chewing up our economy. We disband you too. Think of it as we're putting all these soldiers into retirement. We're probably losing a fair amount of money from all the galleys swimming around too. But the more cities we settle, the higher our unit cap will be. So the more units we could support, and the more commerce we'll be able to put in by having more tiles to work. So um, I think also my time to a little bit more. Get some courthouses in because I don't know if you noticed, but we were losing on top of losing a lot of money to unit costs, we were also losing a lot to corruption. So we will definitely want to remedy that ASAP. And already I've forgotten I was going to all of my cities and put the entertainers back onto the. Okay, kind of need them here. Manchester still doesn't have. I should probably build a. Actually, I don't think it would help. They're not connected by coast yet. They're only connected by sea, and I think you can only connect cities over sea once you have astronomy. We don't have. So I don't think there are any luxuries on this landmass here. That is very curious. It's probably because like no one spawns here. I think it only puts luxuries on like land masses that players spawn on. Does I think we should put a temple there then. We will need both the culture and the happiness. Foster had an educator. Big enough commerce to cover the costs. Are there any other cities? The other reason we're not money is because our population is relatively low in a lot of our cities because we've been cranking out stuff there so much. We just don't have like as many people collecting the commerce. That we have a lot of roads and such. Build an aqueduct here, getting close to the size cap. Prioritize courthouses for now. Be able to support our colonies. Colonies aren't going to do us any good if they crash the economy, you know? Social history is usually what they ended up doing anyway, but it's neither here nor there. Yeah, it's New London, so Hull here was the last city in the yeah, whatever. Ready to fight a war yet. It's rather adamant on me building the Hanging Gardens, isn't it? No real intentions of building the Hanging Gardens. That will give us happiness in all the cities on the same continent. But like I said, a lot of those wonders that give buildings to every city on the same continent are going to be a lot less useful on this map because the continents are a lot smaller, so they'll affect far fewer cities. I think I am going to build the Great Lighthouse that will make it so that we don't lose our galleys on sea tiles anymore, hopefully. And we'll also make our ships move. Temples over here to get the border pops, and also the happiness. Remember in my mod, temples give 2 happiness and not just 1, so actually like reasonable buildings for controlling happiness. Or providing happiness, I should say. I think our first target, once we like build up the economy more and support a conflict, um, will be our first target will be India. Um, they're like right next to us, both here and here. And also they just made a demand of me, and I don't particularly care for that. Um, but better to just give in than provoke a war we're not ready for. And they don't have anything they can give us. They are just all broke. He's got 1 gold. Not nothing. Yeah, it's something. I'm off our backs for a little bit. We want to get some libraries up, get our technology running. And once we get the libraries up, we'll get the marketplaces up for both the happiness and the money. Little outpost there to prevent anyone settling, any of the eyes landing on that tile. Wait, we're probably going to have to outpost our main continents if the eyes don't land on it when we start fighting. That would take a lot of workers, but it'll be worth it. Means we can spend less of our economy on supporting a defensive army. Yeah. Now you focus on the courthouse, but that's like a concern for a little later. Build up our economy more. Really, we're in no rush to start the wars anyway. We can go at it when we're good and ready. If we like to use our unique unit in the wars so that we can get our golden age. Assuming we don't get it off the Grey Lighthouse. Now that you're full, you can around over here, start settling that part of it. Yeah, it's just our boat doing boat things, being an idiot. Hurry these holes. Put them out ASAP so we can hopefully, hopefully we can culture flip all those cities on that island instead of having to fight for them. Now you do a course. A library. You build a warrior. You don't want anyone walking in. Built. Go. A couple of workers. That was it was Hanging Gardens and Mausoleum. Menus. These advisors. Yes. Here we go. It was a Temple of Artemis that Germany built. Yeah, Germany built the Temple of Artemis. Inca built Mausoleum. I built the pyramids. That is me. Yes. Building the Grey Lighthouse, as are the Vikings. Yeah, and yeah, so hopefully we get it. If not, then whoever did get it will most certainly be our first target. I'm on it. Guys. Goes together. Gotta be. Incas started settling on this landmass too. Of course they have. A bunch of like settlers that are waiting for like no reason. Guys over now. Don't lose any more land to others. Then we'll bring this game. Not happening. Go for marketplace, then do it. Oh my goodness. Nope. Accidentally dumped both of those settlers on that tile. Whoops. India got Colossus. Swapping over to other things. Probably possible we don't get to build the Great Lighthouse. Instead, we can just steal it from whoever does build it. This guy settles. I think we just lost. Yeah. About to be dead. And we forgot there were still barbs around down there. Usually have to deal with them in this game. Or any game, really. I usually throw them off. Horseman, hunt down all the barbs on this one. Just to make sure I don't lose any more like an idiot. Oh my goodness. Just... Peasants just won't stop uprising. Again, like I have all these like settlers ready to start settling, and then I don't settle with them. Ay. Portsmouth here is a nice little canal city. I mean, building a mine and building a... like, planting a forest would ultimately have the same effect once railroads are introduced, but... for now, forests are better because they give two shields instead of just one, and also they just look better, you know? You can't put a, farm on Tundra, so... no point building anything else. There. Another one. And there. What occurs to me, there's another landmass here we have totally missed. Again, astronomy, I will caravel and explore that. Or rather, upgrade one of my existing galleys into a caravel and then explore it. I believe if we like loop back around the list again, which I don't think we have enough room on the map for, but if that does happen, then we'll start getting like new London and new New York or stuff like that. I believe there might be like an Easter egg. If you get like New York, you'd end up with Neo York or something like that. But right. I think both of those barb warriors just suicided into my horsemen. That means they're dead. Means I don't have to fight them. Means I have to attack them while they're standing on a mountain. Finished a marketplace. I believe I can start building cellars again. You need a bit more to fill up that second continent to the west. Guess we need an aqueduct. You've needed one for a long time. Oh my god. Painter. I can start trading for some luxuries if I can get them. Um, that will definitely help negate happiness problem. Having courthouse. King gardens got built. Hopefully the game will shut up at me about it. And though it'll probably start shouting at me about some other wonder that I haven't built. Interesting that, like, in games that have the Lighthouse of Alexandria as like a buildable thing, almost all of them have it make your ships move faster. Because in Civ 5, that's what it does. In Civ 6, that's what it does. Here in Civ 3, that's what it does. In Humankind, a game I will not be playing for this series, but I may play for the channel if there's enough demand. That's what it does. That was also good. And it's also good in Humankind because it, like, embarked units are technically count as ships for uh, that bonus. For bonuses in general. Like, the bonus goes to a ship, it'll go to embarked units, and that does give us our golden age. Excellent. Um, Marketplace here. It's going to give us a lot of money and a lot of production as well. You. Oh, yes. Right. Let's try to get luxuries off people. Nope. Follow these in literature. That is fine. I guess there aren't any luxuries we can buy off of. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why that's not even like a. It's not even showing yeah, luxuries. He doesn't have any excess. We can trade with him anyway. There's some excess, but yeah, we don't have a sea route with any of the cities. I think we should, but oh, you know what? I have like a in trade with his cities on this continent. I think where his like capital is. Let's find out actually. An embassy right there. Okay. Yeah, so this is his home continent. Because we can't make a sea trade route between his cities and ours um, over here, but we can like make a trade route from his cities to this city, and then this city to these cities, and then from these cities to the rest. Um, for the Vikings, but they don't have any they can give us anyway. I don't think we can. Might be able to trade with Inca. There's some line of coast up my continent through India. Sea anyway. Might also not have any harbors yet. Yeah, the luxuries we can buy at the moment. Sadly, so stuck with what we got. Start turning some of these workers into outposts. For those of you who don't know, outposts are a thing. I think they're unique to Civ 3. Because I don't think they were in previous games. I could be wrong, but I don't think they were in previous games. They're definitely not in any of the following games. Um, Basically, what they do is you put them on a coastal tile. I think you can only build them on a coastal tile. I could be wrong, but put it on a coastal tile, and the AI, at least, I don't think anyone can land a unit from the sea onto that tile. It's basically um, like fortifying the coast, so to speak. So I can't land, and you can't land units from a ship directly into a city unless it has the amphibious ability. And the AI, don't think the AI even knows that. The AI is pretty bad at naval invasions. Um, Putting outposts all along the coast is enough to stop them. Even if your city's open, they can't like land a unit into it unless that unit is amphibious. Most of the coastline here, nailed down. Yeah, I don't think we have enough workers as it is to completely cover this our coastline, but always build more. Might also be prudent to change some of these grassland mines into farms. Got a huge. They give us a lot of shields here, but won't give us any food. If I have to work that, it's not going to be able to grow. Yeah, so this is when you kind of necessarily go against, but eschew the typical green irrigate brown rule. You mostly do that in the like while you're in despotism to avoid the despotism penalty, but if that is no longer an issue, then you can start farming grasslands. It is mostly grassland; it needs the extra food. Okay, yeah, so you can build outposts on non tiles, but I don't think they do anything other than like extend your vision, so to speak. So there's only need to build them on coastal. It will prevent AIs from landing. I don't know if they prevent player units from like I don't know if they like physically prevent units from landing, or if they just like trick the AI into thinking there's no path there. Either way, it works, and the AI won't land there. And once we've settled the western continent, we will probably want to start building workers again to fill out all the coastal tiles on this continent at least. So we don't get flat-footed and get naval invaded by someone we're trying to naval invade ourselves. New Norwich, because it doesn't have a lot of food producing tiles otherwise. Sun Tzu's Art of War would be nice, but strictly necessary. I don't think. Can I now trade with Germany? Will the game let me? No. Right. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we would pass through like Viking territory. We'd have to like pass through Viking territory in order to get there. Let's see if no, just yeah, we're gonna tech to magnetism eventually, and that will give us a trade with any coastal city regardless. So workers and 3 settlers in each of these caravels because they can hold 6 units each. Alright, this one's full. Let's this guy. Yeah, they go build a few workers. Yeah, they go like fill up the coastline with outposts before I prepare for war. That way, I don't have to do it while we're at war. This turn is over. I will call this episode. call this episode here. Um, Not too much exciting happened this episode of Italy, but we are making progress. I promise within the next episode or two, things will start getting exciting again. So, if you liked what you saw, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Doing all those things tells the magical YouTube algorithm guys that you like what I see and you want more people to see it. And the more people to see it, the closer I get to being able to do this full time. And as always, be good, stay safe. I'll see you all next time.